we've got a bison that has just been eaten up with some, appears to be some lice, mites, and needs a shot of, we're gonna give him a shot of Dectomax and do some, put some betadine over where he's rubbed himself a little bit raw, and then treat him for some flies, give him some tags and some other things. So give him some multimin to help give him a little boost there. So we're able to split the herd and keep the cows and calves, the young calves, separate, so when they're running the corral, no one's going to get hurt. But this guy is a bull. He's a yearling bull, and he just needs doctored up a little bit. He'll be called from the herd when it's time. We're not going to keep him because none of the other bulls or calves are showing any sign of this, so he must have been just more susceptible to it in some manner. But I'm going to take the tractor up there so we can hook up the squeeze, and we're going to run the other bulls that we were able to separate off through, give them an examination, and probably go ahead and give them some treatment for some flies and some pour on for lice and mites, just preventive type stuff. So we gotta get to it. Alright, so just gonna get the gate here, head up to the corral way up there, and our squeeze is hydraulic, so that's why we hooked the tractor up to it. So this is kind of our, I don't know, maybe a third completed corral and working facility. We didn't take any shortcuts when it comes to making it solid, but with the bison, we have a crash gate here in the front of the squeeze. And the whole thinking behind this is when we do run them in here, we're going to actually have a gate hinged on that post so we can swing it here so they can go back into what will be ultimately a pen, or they can be loaded onto a livestock trailer. So that's kind of the thinking there. And then in order to be able to work their head and not have them reverse on us, we've got these gates, which aren't complete. If I can unhook this one. But we can just swing these open, so when we have the crash gate up, we can access them, work on them, and then shut this so they don't double back on us and come at us, which wouldn't be very much fun. But we've got a couple different slider gates, and we can let one out through here as well instead of running them through the squeeze. So it's a work in progress, but we can't actually finish building the corral and the holding pens out here until we redo this lower, what we call the lower pond, because the dike wall's leaking because an excavator came in here to try to scoop it out and actually ruin the dike wall. So now we need to drain the pond and redo the whole pond before we can finish building the holding pens off of the corral and the bud box. So we've got them caught, and per usual, it's raining again here. It just started raining. I think it'll pass, but yep, more rain. No shortage of it here. It's just absolutely frustrating because there's a lot I need to do when it's dry and can't get anything done. And I know everyone else is complaining about the opposite elsewhere in the country, but jeez.
Go up there and open it up.
I thought the rain would stop and it only got stronger, so go figure. Alright, so we're gonna pop this gate here and let them move on. Put a little pressure up the hill on them. Come on, Dad. Get up the hill. Get up the hill. There you go. All right. All right. Let's load the box with 3 if we can, and then we'll empty out the ones we don't want. Whoops. Well, there's one in. Yeah, let that one up. That's one we can let out. No, let's get these others. Come on. You run the gate. Get up there by the gate. All right. All right, now. All right, let's let that one out in the front, and then we'll separate these 2 and let whichever one out we need or not, you know? Yeah, you can let that one out. It's in the box that needs let out. Hey, number 5 yellow. You're all right. Don't you worry. You're gonna be free. All right, go ahead and shut that gate, Dad, and I'll see if I can't get one up in here. All right, wait. I got 2. Hold on. All right, I got the sick one in there, so let's go ahead and let this one move forward. Yeah, see, you just ate up there. Something. All right, let's go ahead and let this other one out, Dad, and let the others out. So go ahead and pop that one there. All right, let me open this slider gate and let this one out, and we'll let the others out too. Put some pressure on this one to get this one out. Up the hill, up the hill. There we go. Come on, girl. Good boy. All right, let's crack this gate up here. Undo that one, we should be good. And then they'll figure it out. All right, so we're gonna pop this gate here and let them move on. Put a little pressure up the hill on them. Come on, Dad. Get up the hill. Get up the hill. There you go. All right. All right. Let's load the box with 3 if we can, and then we'll empty out the ones we don't want. Whoops. Well, there's one in. Yeah, let that one up. That's one we can let out. No, let's get these others. Come on. You run the gate. Get up there by the gate. All right. All right, now. All right, let's let that one out in the front, and then we'll separate these 2 and let whichever one out we need or not, you know? Yeah, you can let that one out. That it's in the box that needs let out. Hey, number 5 yellow. You're all right. Don't you worry. You're gonna be free. All right, go ahead and shut that gate, Dad, and I'll see if I can't get one up in here. All right, wait. I got 2. Hold on. All right, I got the sick one in there, so let's go ahead and let this one move forward. Yeah, see, you just ate up there. Something. All right, let's go ahead and let this other one out, Dad, and let the others out. So go ahead and pop that one there. All right, let me open this slider gate and let this one out, and we'll let the others out too. Put some pressure on this one to get this one out. Up the hill, up the hill. There we go. Come on, girl. Good boy. All right, let's crack this gate up here. Undo that one, we should be good. And then they'll figure it out. Seriously. Now it's not raining. Looks like it might clear up. But the fly stuff will dab behind his ears and horns, right? And his tail, right? I'm sorry, say the fly stuff we're gonna put behind his horns and his tail. And we're gonna do the ivermectin too on his tail, right? All right, so here we go ahead and run the bison bull up into the squeeze. I open the rear gate. He runs up in there. I grab him with the front squeeze and then tighten the sides there with the hydraulics. And that just keeps him secure. I mean, he's gonna buck his head around a little bit, but you know, it's no big deal. Now, Dad opens here. He actually opens up this panel that you can't see, kind of hidden by the camera there, or the camera angle, and that's to be able to shoot a shot of Dectomax into his shoulder, so it gives you his access to his shoulder here. And Dad puts a little bit of iodine there where he's going to give him the shot in his shoulder. Now, this shot was unsuccessful because we didn't have the 16 gauge needle on, and we needed a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger of a needle to get through the tough bison. So we ended up swapping out the needle. It actually was bent, and so we ended up swapping out with a 16 gauge needle here. So this is what Dad's doing. He's swapping the needle out, sterilizing that needle with some alcohol. And here he does the injection with the Dectomax. And that's going to, help him treat those mites and lice from, inside out. And then to help treat him for the outside in, so to speak, we have a ivermectin pour-on, and we're going to put that on his tail. We aren't going to put it over his back because he's got kind of these sores and it would really burn him, so we didn't want to do that. So we're just going to put it on his kind of rump there. And I'm actually noting what we are administering to him.
So Dad's measuring it out, how much to put on them. We pop one of the access panels here in the rear. Turns out his rear wasn't quite that far back, so we put a little bit around his tail, his rump there. And while we're at it, we end up deciding to go ahead and put some betadine on him and some actually bear silence, fly silence, anti-fly repellent on his rump there, and on his other side. And that's just to help him keep these flies that are bugging him away from him. And then I think we actually administer some betadine on this side. So go ahead, and I think we're discussing to go ahead and put the some betadine on this side. So, and then I make the recommendation that we should probably get some paper towels to kind of spread that evenly over where he's been rubbing his back and where the flies are. So here we're just spreading that betadine out, and then I go to get some paper towels, which it turns out I believe the paper towels were in the box there right by Dad, but he thought they were in the truck. So I'm off looking for something that can't be found. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it.
Dad realizes they're actually right there with him. Uh-huh. Yes. They're in the kit. I'm back. Okay. So we just kind of put some betadine over his open sores on this side, and then we decide to go around to the other side, to the access panels, and hit up where some of the bigger wounds are. So I think I try to pop that panel. Yeah. Put that panel back. We go around to this side. Now, unfortunately, I failed to take the camera over to the other side to kind of show what we were doing. But he basically has these like kind of wounds or sores, not really wounds, but like these sores that you might get if you scraped your knee up on your bicycle, where it wasn't like cut open, but it's most of the skin is gone and it's sensitive and red. So we spread the betadine over over these open sores, and that way we were going to be able to keep flies and some stuff off of his back and help him heal up a little bit better. All right, so here we're going to open the front, the crash gate, and we are going to put a little bit of basically the bear silence behind his horns there and ears to help keep the flies off of him. And we're going to put a bear silence tag on him to help repel some of the flies that are attracted to his open wound and bugging him, I'm sure. So he doesn't like it, and he's fighting it. And unfortunately, we had a little mishap with the ear tag where it didn't work properly the first time. So, but here we're just putting the bear silence behind his ears, and he's fighting it, but we kind of got to hold him still to be able to administer this. So, obviously he doesn't like us. He doesn't like us, messing with him, but you got to do what you got to do, and it's going to make him feel better in the long run. All right, here's kind of the beginning of where everything seems to get screwed up. We're trying to get the bear silence tag ready to go, and I'm gonna go pop it in his ear. All right, so here I am gonna put the ear tag on his other side, and everything's going well, except our, I guess, ear tag tool or whatever. It doesn't. This first ear tag doesn't function how it's supposed to function, and it goes through, but it won't release. And so I have the tool for the ear tag stuck onto his ear. And so it's a little bit of a problem. I've never actually had this problem before. So anyhow, you can kind of see he's flinging around his head there, and the ear tag tool is, stuck on him. And he's, here he had been chewing the cud, so that's what he's spitting up a little bit there. It's not that he's actually injured or anything. He's actually doing great. This is recorded several weeks after we administered all this, but I finally get the ear tag tool out. I think you might see the ear tag drop or something here, and then I have to do it one more time, which isn't ideal. I mean, I want to work him efficiently and get him out of here because he's, there's a lot of stress for him being here and being in the squeeze, but stuff happens.
Get it out. I can't get the damn thing out. There.
Let's do a drive one.
Should have. Supposed to punch it through and then pull out. It won't pull out. Poor guy.
It's okay.
All right, so we get a new tag, and we successfully put it in his ear on this second attempt. No problems, no hiccups, and
Got him. Hang on.
then we just let him out.
Alright, stand clear. Alright. Poor guy. Alright. That should do it.